Going live. We are live. Let's see if anybody has a chance to come in. Sorry, there's no notification again. Jenny. Let's just give it a few minutes to breathe. Let people get the message. Just need to know that it's all working. Somebody come in. Pretty please. If I could sing, I would sing. But I'm not that good at singing. Okay, so it doesn't look like anybody is getting the live, but I'm just going to record from this point and go ahead. So I'm sorry I've been, well, I'm sorry, not sorry that I've been AWOL the last few days. Lots of personal readings, which have been awesome. People have been really receptive to the messages. Hey, there's my big brother. Whew-wee. happy new season to you, brother. So I've just saying there, Barry, that I've been doing lots of personal readings, which were really great. And thank you to all of those new clients for coming here. And of course, I've celebrated the solstice, as I always do. This solstice being very special in that I did some fire walking last night with Rabbit Productions and made some friends in this physical, but actually found myself through a stream of different surprises of things going seemingly wrong, but the flow of energy was forcing me together with a certain group of people. Of course, my girl, my shield maiden, Gem, but then other people that I met there were strangers to me in the physical, yet I'd known them for a long time. The spirit really spoke to me, each and every one. So we had that bond immediately and did some fire walking, guided by John. And the space was built by Sigurd. And so it was just fantastic. So thank you and fantastic energy put out to all of the people who joined me there. We just did beautiful rituals, worked with the elements under the moon. It was pretty perfect. So that was a very powerful solstice. Spirits were with us. Gods and goddesses were very much present and are still very much present with me today. So thank you to them. Thank you to the ancestors that came forward through this solstice, who are here with us shoulder to shoulder. And we are in this war. We are in this spiritual war. I've kept saying it, and it is being played out in this physical. And then I come on here, sort of sitting, talking to myself, hoping that people come in. And I see all of these names, my big brother, Barry, waiting for Susie, my sister, but then Delaney, my sister, my beautiful, beautiful black pearl. And who else? Paul, my brother from Newcastle, Princess Collins. And so even through the mediums that we have today, the technology that we have today, there's my other big brother, Kenny Lefavo. I don't know how it is pronounced his surname, but I like Lefavo. But I come together here and feel all of your energies, and I feel very, very blessed, very, very gifted in the people that have come into my life and that we're intertwined. Even when we're from across the pond, we can feel each other energetically. And Barry can attest to this. My big bro, I can reach out to them for spiritual communion, spiritual force with intent together, and bang, they are there. Abby needing it not that long ago, and there was big brother, big sisters, Jeannie and Susie in on it and standing shoulder. Hey, hello to you. Actually, I'm going to speak a little bit about you today, sort of, in a way. So I just thank all of you too. and send out so much love from here to you too. And hey, Cajun Queen, beautiful lady. So I'm just sending out that energy to you all that are present here today and saying happy season to you all. And that this season is to be abundant for you, that this season is to be of strength and nourishment to you, and to give you everything that you need, but also give you things that you can just appreciate, to have beauty enter into your life like never before, for you to be able to see the smallest detail on an insect and feel bliss, to the beautiful detail in the sky above you, and be able to connect to all of that and be nourished by that. Because you are all beautiful, beautiful beings, and appreciate you all. So though I've missed a few days after the solstice rituals, after the fire walking that we did last night, the kisses that the coals gave to the feet, I feel very much on walking on air. I'm very much in spirit today, very much, here reflected in the physical, but you excuse me if I'm floating, because that's exactly what I feel like. Spirit was connecting last night, and it hasn't come down yet. It's staying up there on a level, so I'm up there on that level. So just go with it and invite you to be part of it. So you feel very good today. Hey, Jack streaming. It's fantastic. It's fantastic energy. Although this reading is pretty interesting in the contrast to it, maybe it's just something that we need to consider and be cognizant of as we see it represented in other people, because it's a fantastic energy. And so Susie, there's my big sister. I said where you were coming. I knew I could feel you coming in. So haven't missed anybody. We've got Jax, said I, Cajun. We've got everybody here. So everybody present here, just appreciate you all. Love you all. I can't thank you enough for what you do for me, just by being here, helping my business, therefore helping my family, but more so just being in that connected force together, this spiritual family that we've got. Love you all. So this is the reading for the day of the new season of the 22nd of June 2021. Take what resonates. It is general. Leave what does not. I appreciate any comments under the video. I appreciate you sharing the video. That really does help. And of course, give it a thumbs up if you feel led to do so. It's one click, and make sure you're subscribed. So for the 22nd of June 2021, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there is a weighing up, a consideration, a looking at what has been built thus far, a looking at what you have achieved thus far. There is sort of a taking a list, taking it in, taking a note of what has been done in your physical reality. So this speaks to the people around you. It speaks to the business. It speaks to the abundance in income. It speaks to the food that you're growing. It speaks to you're taking that all on board, but maybe seeing where the niches are that you could fill up more, where you could go forward with it further, where you could bring it further forward into abundance, even more abundance. There's been a lot of hard work and attention paid to get you to the point of where you are at today. So when you're taking this in, when you're coming across maybe some disappointments where pentacles aren't filled up, look at it from a very different way. Look at it through the lenses of your organs, the lenses of your planets, whatever works for you, to, instead of just feeling that disappointment and being stuck in that space, consider how far you have come under very intense energies. All of us here and that are aware and very much connected to other aspects of themselves are very much, we've been through the Maya, we've dealt with the duality of this system. And so you have achieved, and you've achieved much. And so when you're considering where you haven't achieved or where you would want to take it further forward, you know, don't look at it from a space of a victim. Look at it from a space of, okay, so I can apply those skills there. I can apply this knowledge here. And it is about applying the knowledge, practicing what you preach. You know, not having the reflection of your physical life reflecting in no way the way that you feel spiritually, or the way that you feel lovingly, or the way that you feel mentally. Have it all reflective, have it all you know, being okay with you, I think, today with this Seven of Pentacles, and being okay with the moves and shakes that you've made to get to this point where you are at today. And so on the bottom of the other deck, the clarifying deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this would speak of that abundance, that alignment, that field of possibilities that open up. So there's just one small hop, skip and jump here to be considered for you today. There's something that you haven't looked at fully or clearly enough, something that you haven't gone full force into with full intent to be able to establish even more abundance within it. So there's something here that you can find today that will jump you from this 7 to this 9. Remember, the 9 being the field of all potentials. So you're bringing down all potentials into the physical. Now, this speaks to, yes, money. It speaks to, yes, people. It speaks to, yes, the house, the car, yes. But more so today, it speaks to that deeper level of what are we drawing? What are we drawing from other parts of ourselves and reflecting in this physical reality? Are we actually going full force with the spiritual knowledge, with the knowledge that we have to manifest, with the powers that we have within to draw it down into the physical, so that abundance is reflected in spite of any of the distractions, any of the opposing forces that seek to oppress and take and have you smile and own nothing. So it's about getting serious about how you draw that down and reflect that out today in the physical reality. And it is the season of abundance. Things are growing, things want to grow. So find what you need or want to grow and nourish it. But you have to do it with that bravery and that full force. You know, no more softly and all just namaste. Let's bring down all of the aspects of what we know and all of the knowledge and apply it here in full duality and full balance and full opposing forces. And so the Fool card, Major Arcana 0 point, new journey. And this is perfect for today in that there is this new journey ahead, and it is going to take a level of bravery, and it is going to take a level of carefree attitude. It's not that you are not in knowing that this new journey has huge amounts of danger ahead of it, huge amounts of bliss ahead of it, huge amounts of full experiences, but you take it anyway, because you've managed to bring that energy in from the other aspects of you into that 0 point, to project it out into the physical, from the ethers into the physical, to be able to take this journey without trepidation. You know, fear isn't a bad thing. It's one of the opposing forces that drives you forward. There was a level of fear last night when the coals were being set out, and I love fire. You all know I love fire, and I love air. I'm all air. So, you know, I could see the coals, you know, burning, but that was my opposing force that night. That was my kundalini, the fear being the opposing force, and me using that fear on the other side of my force to push me forward nevertheless. And it gave me a sense of joy at the end of it. It gave me sensations in the physical, but enlightened me in the spiritual, and really 0 point in that energy to be able to then project it out. It was fantastic. So fear isn't always a bad thing. Just use it right and use it in balance with force to go forward, not in spite of, but with it to build you up. And so there is a journey ahead for us as a collective that is going to get real serious, real different. Real different. You know, there is a level, I'm going to share that later, actually. I'll go into another video. It's going to get freaky. But at the same time, we have times like this where we get to know each other and people like this. And you know, this is where the bliss of the journey is. And the freaky is fun when you can manage that fear of it. And so we have the Four of Cups, but it's in reverse. And so this is where do not be drained today, for sure, by anybody around you, by the forces that are being put out into the collective. Do not be drained today to the point where you can't even see what you have, where you can't appreciate what you have. Do not be drained today to the point where you don't take this first step off the cliff, as the Fool card does. Maybe you're just feeling a bit lackluster, or you're witnessing others. I don't think many in this room are feeling lackluster, to be honest. I think we're all a little bit fired up with the solstice energy, with the new season that has come in. But this is for us to recognize that as we are going forward in duality, there are going to be people around us that are real stuck emotionally, in fear, in lack, in false love. There's going to be people around us that, these people are the people that you find it hard to save when they're drowning, because they'll climb up you to get their air. They'll climb up you to get out of their emotions, their water. They'll do anything, even if it means standing on your shoulders as you sink and can't breathe, just to get out of these emotions that they refuse to challenge themselves with, that they refuse to look at without trepidation, and to use the fear for something good, to be able to push them into being immersed in their emotions for a while. So you can't do that for them. So the advice today is, the wisdom today is to walk away, because this energy is on fire for those who can feel it today, and it's on fire to push you forward in a direction that you are meant to go in. And so don't be around these emotional energy vampires today, who are too afraid to just be in their sea of emotions for a while, in order to be able to understand them, find the waves, find the current, and swim out. Because this is salty emotions. It's not emotions that you can drink. It's not emotions that are going to hydrate you. So those that are stuck in this place are in the middle of the sea, and they'll do anything. They'll use anyone or anything as a raft, just to get out of their emotions, rather than submitting for a while and allowing themselves to float, allowing themselves to feel what is holding them back. Where are they emotionally blocked? So do not be affected by these people today. It's very important that you're not. It might feel like that you have to be the love and light healer of it, but that's not the wisdom of today, and that's not the wisdom of how you won't actually do it for them. They have to do it for themselves. And there's nothing worse than being drowned in somebody else's salty tears, who insist on continuing those salty tears without ever wanting to resolve it, or without ever wanting to actually take the advice, or be able to build forward from it. It gets boring, and I feel some of you might be in that space where you're getting bored of certain people around you that refuse to just allow themselves to be challenged by whatever emotional block they have, rather than trying to project it onto others. So if you are having that projection from somebody else today, that is not yours to own. Be careful not to own that. The Fool travels light. He's got everything he needs in this little satchel. The story of his journeys are built up in the tapestry of his costume, which is why it's so, he's got his head up, his chest out, he's projecting forward before he even walks, with his aura, with his energy. You do not want that to be drained by somebody else who does not actually want to fix their blocks. And so we've got the next card as the Page of Swords. So this speaks to the truth-seeking, childlike nature of where you get to have fun even in the most murky and difficult of issues that are coming up right now, and they're coming up in huge amounts. This is the energy that can say, okay, I'll dig in that mud, I'll dig there, I'll see where the knowledge is. I don't mind getting a bit dirty for that, to know that, to appreciate that knowledge, to be able to then utilize that knowledge. So this is very much about intellect, wisdom, knowledge, and seeking of that. And so with the Fool card and then this card coming out after, it really is an exploration of self today, and how you go forward with the knowledge you've already attained, and how you get into the swing of finding that fun of being able to be blissful along that journey, to be like a child, to be able to take in everything that you're taking in. Be aware today that when you're laughing, when things that are happening that you find funny, or better still, you're around children that say something and it just cracks you up, which my kids are really good at. The wisdom within those little nuggets of those things that you say, when you sort of stop and pause and use your more mature brain that has had more years of experience. There's certain things that they're going to say today, and a few of you in the chat here, that you're going to think, wow, that's just unlocked a whole level of esoteric knowledge that I was waiting for the key for, out of the mouths of babes today. And so we can be very much like them. And something I'm going to mention after this reading came from a discussion with William and Theodore. It came from a lesson I was planning for them for their homeschooling. And I was like, damn, this is good. This is, you know, just a conversation to be had with my people. And so this is where we can find a lot and appreciate a lot more, actually, by being blissful, by being light, by being like air, walking on air, and being like a child. That, you know, yes, bad things happen. Children get affected by them. You know, you hear my boys fighting all the time, and then it's done. Done. They're laughing the next minute. By the time I can get up the stairs or into the living room, it's usually over. This is what we need to be more like as we go forward with this journey, because we are going to be met with these opposing forces. We are going to see some dark beings that are going to ask us to dance. We need to be that childlike nature and be ready to dance with those opposing forces that are coming down and into the portals through these chains and these openings that are being opened up, for sure, for good and bad. And so this is the journey, this is the game. And so to be more like a child and find the game in it is very, very powerful. 5 of Swords, to clarify the Page of Swords. So this is where we can be so affected in the physical with this 7 of Pentacles and this 9 of Pentacles by, if you think about it, thoughts. They can be so debilitating. They can trap you. They can put a bird cage around your brain if you don't really see them coming. You know, so this is being around people today that you're going to find there are a lot of people coming out in duality, where a lot of us walking on air today. There are a lot of people coming out and just want to stab people up, you know, airfully, words, using digs. Some of you have got somebody around you who's really passive aggressive and just has these digs, you know, that sometimes you just want to snap at. And so this is where we can get trapped by thought. You know, you've been through those experiences that once you come out of them, you think, damn, that was just a different way of looking at the situation. And boom, I was out of that prison that had me bound for a minute there. You know, certain breakups that people have had and stuff, you feel like the world is against you, it's ended, and it feels so real. And this is a reflection of the knowledge that we are actually projecting out this physical reality. It's in the air, it's in the ether, and we draw it out, and we can be trapped by it, we can be attacked by it, or we can choose not to be. And so the wisdom to not be around those people by choice today is very, very powerful indeed. This is needless. There's going to be enough swords coming for us on this journey, the spiritual warriors, believe you me. That we don't need the little daggers flying everywhere. You know, that's just it's useless now. And so the 3 of Swords comes up as the next card. So we've all of a sudden gone from the emotions and emotional blocks of people around us. While we're still walking on air, there is these wounds that are coming up. And there are deep crevice wounds coming up today, particularly in the collective. Abuses and tribulations that our people, our brothers and sisters around the world, particularly in Canada, there's so much more information to come up there. so much more, and it connects to so much more. It is like the thread on a jumper that I can pull and see so much connection as to what has been going on there. A long time ago, I said I had a vision about a lot of Chinese troops in Canada. A lot of other truthers were, saying that's not true, it's not true. They've been there. The contracts there held between the Canadian government and the Chinese government, and therefore the royal family through the Vatican. There is energies and ties there like people wouldn't believe, and the trials and tribulations that they've been putting those poor native children through since World War II in particular will disgust. It will break people. It will have people go down rabbit holes that they're maybe not ready to go down. This is the vision I really feel coming to pass that I kept having a couple of years ago, that the earth, the mother, is shaking. She's going to be volcanic. She's going to be cracking up. She's going to be shaking, and she's shaking the bones to the surface. Now, I really do feel this has come to pass with Canada. What they're not telling you, and what they're really trying to micromanage right now, is that if they dig in nearly every school that is of a native school, they will find many bones. Those bones used to be draped by bodies and flesh that had been tested, the contraceptives that people use, the IUDs, the antibiotics, all of that tested on the meek and mild native children. That has been going on under our noses, but these bones are going to come up, and I really do feel there's going to be some kind of shaking, rumbling happening today in Canada. And I also feel today that there are going to be some of the native parents that have been so terrified because of the threat of the death on their children. I really feel it's going to come to pass that they again have been badly done by their native chiefs, who out of fear, started working for the Vatican, if you like, against its own people. I really do feel that today we're going to find out that people have gone digging themselves just to unearth a few bones. This is a jumper, this is a thread that is going to connect to so much about this, one world orderish, are coming to pass. Canada's been, quietly in the background, that government, allowing it to not be seen even by its own people predominantly, because they'll only ever affect greatly in these numbers one sector of society, so that all of society doesn't rise up. This is when today in this new season, brothers and sisters, we do our research on this. We keep shouting out about this. We keep pulling the thread of that jumper. And yes, it's going to be painful. Yes, it's going to be something that we all need to look at, that we all need to take a heart to and say, why did we ignore this? Why have we allowed this? From this comes a huge journey ahead, that these truths aren't easy. They're not going to be easy. Being too complacent, too apathetic for too long for them to be easy. But no longer should it be that if they're just affecting the natives, the rest of the world ignores it. If they're just affecting the Indians, the rest of the world ignores it. If they're just affecting the Muslims in China, that's okay. The rest of the world ignores it. No. With these wounds, with these crevices that are opening up, the mother actually shaking the bones to the surface, the brave people actually going to dig to just unearth a few bones in what could be hundreds of schools. That thread is being pulled today. Help them pull it. Give them a voice. Give all of those parents that knew their children were having such atrocities done to them. Give all of those parents that actually wished death for their children once they had been captured by these church-led schools. This connects to Big Pharma. It connects to the CIA, the MI6. All of the testing done there, they've all, done very well from and used on us. All of the MK Ultra, Canada being one of the biggest profiteers from MK Ultra, from the military, the American military. being a huge proponent to profit from the royal family via the church, there is a deep, deep veined thread coming out today, and we need to be able to be sharing it, speaking it out, allowing the brave people that are actually going with their spades and digging up just a few bones, giving them a voice. Let this be their day. Now, this then reflects in our individual lives. There might be things coming up today, wounds coming up today, that try and get you back in that space of that Five of Swords, that try and attack the inner child in you with this Page of Swords, to put you in a place where you're not just transmuting the pain, you're not just looking at it and drawing the lessons from it for your greatness, to go on that fool's journey where you get stuck in it. Don't allow yourself to be stuck in any kind of pain today. Allow yourself to know that, yes, even though we are so magnificently powerful, that when we think of a wound, we can actually feel the ache here. We can feel the pain here. That tells us that we do actually have dominion over our reality that we create in our own lives. Through thought alone, through looking at things from a different perspective, through a different lens, we can actually be able to be witness to pain and control the ache here. So when you're looking at any wounds today and you feel that palpable pain in the heart chakra, I want you to really practice and see it as a gift, for a challenge, a training ground for you to be able to witness for your own self how you actually enter into a whole new realm just through thought alone, by looking at it through a different lens, a planetary lens, an organ lens, any kind of lens, to help you find your way to see it from a different perspective, to be able to then use this pain for your greatness, to use this fear, this wound that is being caused, whatever it is, for your absolute greatness, for your abundance, for your ability to reflect the powerful spirit that you are in this physical. This is the battle of today. You know, the war continues, it rumbles on. I think it always has for a long, long time, these opposing forces. But the battle can be won today from your mind alone, your personal battle. From that, you can have the strength to go and stand shoulder to shoulder with other people who have had their own personal battles en masse. So, very powerful day. Happy, happy new season. Let's go to the chat. Oh, wee. Thank you, Spirit. Right. What have we got? What have we got? Hey, beloved. I need to find that link for your art, because I shut the computer down and all of the kids go crazy because I've got like 42 tabs open all the time. Like, I might need it, but then it shut down and I lost them all. So I will find it and put it up there. Everybody, beloved, has got some awesome, really abstract art that your eyes make their own detail with. So we'll find that link, show it off. But if you're looking for some abstract art, that's the place to go to. He's created some beautiful things. Thank you, Natalie. Said this is very interesting and resonates. Thank you. Let's see. It's Lois's birth. Happy birthday, Cajun Queen. Hello, you fine transmuters. Thomas, hi to you too. Transmuting that energy. Come here, baby. I'm nearly finished the video. I'm just live. Come and say hi. Okay, we'll do something. Come and say hi. Everybody's live. Look, so we'll just read through these and we'll go off for a little while. Cuddly boy. Let's see. Coffee time. Yes, it is, brother. When isn't it? So let's see.
Well, there's coffee right here.
Yeah, we've got coffee right there. You know, Mummy. Hey, Tessa. I don't know if I said hello before. I'm so glad you're here, Cajun Queen. Let's see. Oh, Elder Barry says he listens to Cajun Queen and me daily. I need to catch Cajun Queen more often, because I've caught a few of them and liked a few of the videos, Cajun Queen. So I love your energy. You just got such a calm energy. Oh, you know what, Cajun Queen, we're What can we blow out for Cajun Queen?
I know.
Let's shall we light the candle for Cajun Queen because it's her birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think we should. I do. Make sure you don't fall off.
I'm not.
You're clinging on to me. Right, okay, let's see. For Cajun Queen, because it's her happy birthday, we're going to light this candle for Cajun Queen. And we're going to say to Cajun Queen, this is going to be burning down throughout today, Cajun Queen. It won't go out because this is for you. So if there's anything in particular, put it in the chat that you want us all to have intent for you. But my intent for you is that you are close to spirit today, and ancestors speak to you strongly today, and that you dance both in the spirit and in the physical, and that wonderful things are just sent to you today in the physical. The abundance that you need in the places that you need them in your life, that they just freely flow into your life today. And this flame represents that and absolutely puts out the intent that your year ahead is not just going to be comfortable in the physical, but abundant. And that you are able to really connect more with self and dance in the inner realms and therefore the outer realms, my sister. So there's your flame, there's your candle. We're going to put this here for Cajun Queen. Let's see, put it there. And that will burn down all day for you, Cajun Queen. Lois.
I can see it in the background.
Hey, Lucky Stone. Happy travels.
Hi, Lucky. What?
Happy 67th birthday, Jax. You're Gemini too.
Someone said...
Aren't so many Geminis coming around. So, Cajun, are you Cancer?
Hi, Lucky. Someone said hi, Lucky.
Yeah, Ed, we've got a friend here called Lucky Stone on his channel, so he's hi, Lucky. Keith.
Hi,
There's
guys.
Keith, look. Say hi, Keith. He's saying hi on Facebook. Our lovely Keith. Let's see what other people are saying. Natalie Bell, hello to you. Love to you. I'll be 2 minutes, baby, and I'll come and sort you out.
Yeah.
Oh, for your grandbaby. What's happened with your grandbaby, Cajun? Well, this candle, that's the intent for you to have peace and communion with your grandbaby. You get in through it. I have so many pictures everywhere of her. Sometimes just seeing her smile or puzzled face just brings on emotions. Well, swim in those emotions, Cajun. They're your memories. Hey, Machina. Hello to you from Normandy. Lucky Stone, and he knows all about traveling and walking and channeling that energy. Absolute truth. The journey will be challenging. If you haven't got Lucky Stone's channel, go over and explore, because he really is that page of swords, page of pentacles, page of wands, page of cups. He just explores. Beloved, namaste to everybody. Jeannie, is Jeannie here? Janine, there you are. Shake it up, baby, now, says beloved. Let's see, just seeing if there's anything I need to... Janine, thank you. Yes, that situation has been ignored for way too long. No more. No more ignoring of that situation. The truth includes everything, beloved, even the things we don't like. Absolutely. It doesn't care if we don't like it or not. It's just going to be there for us to look at. Janine says, enough is enough. They have to tell the truth already. I get so angry. It is super painful, but I flip the energy and use it. There's my sister. Using those ones. David, hello to you. Yes, Keisha, that candle, this is one of my altars, so that candle will not be touched and it will burn down. And you know, the intent will be there, that the connection is so strong, and that you feel our love as well today, for and with your grandbaby. Gaia and Paul, hello my beauties. Happy new season. So I'm at the bottom, look at me. So I'll leave it at that, because I've got to go and feed Theodore. He said he was hungry, and I'm coming back on though, because I want to show you and discuss with you this. And this was the lesson I was talking about, the eye. So that will be interesting and to look at. And so I'll go and feed Theodore, mommy duties, and I'll come back on and we'll discuss the eye. Okay, love you all. Mwah.